Hey everybody, it's Glenn back with another Clash Royale analysis video. I wanted to talk about what I'm going to do for this season, which is Season 11, the Dragon season. Here be Dragons, and it's pretty amazing. I mean, look at the design of... That's not it. That's it right here. Look at the design here. It's really just unbelievable. So, I wanted to talk about what I wanted to do for this specific season and how I'm going to break down some of the games that I play if I end up showing some of my games during this season. For this season, for the season specifically, I'm going to go with 2.9 xbow. And I know it's a lot of cringe. I know it's the dirty xbow, but it is something I've wanted to challenge myself. Actually, let me get some games in. I've been pretty much playing. I mean, the whole goal. Let me start. This game was nutty here, and pretty much every game has been nutty since since I've been using it. So we're early into the season, and I told myself I was thinking about kind of some ideas going forward because I reached my goal of getting the 6,000 trophies, getting to champion level with the traditional deck, the deck that I had been using for pretty much years, a couple of years now. I got there with it. So I was thinking about, okay, what can I do? What can I do to challenge myself going forward? And I thought, okay, why don't I just try some structured decks? I'm not a fan of structured decks, but perhaps there's something to be learned. I can always learn more with this game. And especially now with all the changes that are happening, I hope I used... Oh, this was just... I felt like this was the game right here. And this is something I'm going to be bringing up throughout as I play xbow with ladder. You see that normally I would just put this Tesla right at center, but I didn't. And that pretty much was the game here. Because the Tesla's quiet, doesn't do anything, and Hog is having a fun time at the tower. So... basically, it goes like this for me for this season, season 11. With all the changes happening, I thought, why not try a traditional, not a traditional lineup, but why not try a lineup that, that's been used by a lot of people, that has been tried by a lot of people, and top players use it. I think it'd be a good challenge for me to see how much I can grow as a player, even though I, reached the goal that I wanted to reach from the very beginning, which was to get to 6,000 trophies with the lineup that I had. So anytime I play a ladder game, I'm going to only use this lineup here, the 2.9 xbow, which you're watching right now. If I play challenge levels, I might still use my traditional lineup, or I might use other lineups, whatever the case is. But for this season only, for ladder, I'm going to use only 2.9 xbow, and I want to see how far I can get in terms of trophies. It saw there, I'm at just over 5,000, just broke 5,000 right before I recorded this video. So there's three reasons why I decided to go with this lineup, or why I'm trying to go with this lineup for this month. Wow, I can't believe that I broke through with that, with that there. Now this didn't go for too long. Oh, maybe it did. Oh, okay. Well, that cannon there was going to be a problem. I didn't put those skeletons far enough, but that expo was going to be gone anyways. And that was a mistake because I didn't have anything left, and that was game. That was just so... These are the types of games that I have been having ever since I have switched to 2.9 xbow. Like, we can go through pretty much all of them here. I'll go to the last one here because it's been pretty nutty. This one was crazy. So... let me get to three reasons why I am going with 2.9 xbow. The first is I've done it before. Like I played 2.9 Expo before. I played it a couple years ago, way back when I was still a new player, way back even before I understood analytics in the game and was trying to use analytics to my advantage. So now that I have that knowledge of analytics and using the data, plus more experience playing the game, I want to see if I can do better or kind of get to that really great level of playing. I missed high, but I'm fine with missing high there. I've talked about it before, about missing high with fireballs. So, like I said, I did it before. I did 2.9 Expo. I also did a modified Expo that had Ice Wiz and E-Wiz and guards. It was a really strange lineup because I think at the time when I used that Expo lineup, I had just gotten Ice Wiz as my first legendary, and I was just like going crazy. I'm like, oh, I can't believe I got a legendary. And then I got E-Wiz, I think sometime like a couple weeks later. I'm like, oh my gosh, my luck is just insane. That I was able to get 2 legendaries after playing like for forever, and then I wanted to make sure I actually maximize them or put them to use, because I was like, okay, if I got a legendary, I might as well just use them. So I went with a Expo lineup using both Ice Wiz and E-Wiz and then guards, and used that in a couple tournaments in LA. Didn't go too well, but it just did freak out some people because they were like, wow, you're using Ice Wiz and E-Wiz. Those two combined can get a tower, and you have an Expo that plays really good defense. So that was scary, but some people were able to get through it because they used Golem. Yeah. Or they had just kind of a beatdown deck that I didn't understand how to deal with, especially at that time. So that was like a miracle to get that Tesla down, or else this game is over at this point. So yeah, so that's number 1. I've done it before. Used Expo before. Used 2.9 Expo before. So I want to try again. Number 2 is I feel like there's more to learn about the game. Using the analytics to get to 6,000 trophies was great, but I feel like there's even more to learn in terms of how I play, how to be a better player. Like you saw that game earlier where I made one mistake with the Tesla, and that pretty much was the game right there. And also the fireball too early when I didn't have the game locked up, and that Dark Goblin got in. Like even right here, I have to learn when to go, when not to go. There's a lot that's going to help me grow as a player, and so that's why I felt like that was important in making this decision to switch for at least this month. To go with Expo for at least this month. And the last reason, I can't believe I got through this. This was a miracle. And then I got Golem down. Oh, my goodness. Wow. See, all the games have been like this, and I put skeletons up. Yeah. If they had zapped skeletons right there, this game's over, and they win. And then that archer to stay alive right there and get that wizard. Oh, my goodness. And then that ice golem. They just played enough defense. I didn't want to use the fireball too early because of that previous game. I got scared, so I was like, I'll make sure I played enough defense to hold them off, and then seal the win. Because I didn't want it to happen again, like that bad of a loss. So, all right, let me pull up this game here. So, the third reason why I am going with 2.9 Expo for this month is because my goal ultimately at the end of the month is to, or sometime after, it's probably going to be sometime well after, once I have all the, I have all my notes, all my my mind cleared and all that is to create a guide on how to play xbow. Now you might be saying, well, there's a ton of guides on how to play. Yeah, that's true. There are correct. There are a ton of guides on how to play xbow. Like I've been watching a lot of them, and there's a lot of top players who do use xbow. So there's nothing really. This is not anything that's super new, but I've been really wanting to make a guide on the strategy, and I was thinking about, okay, why don't I just make a guide on my traditional lineup? But that was I kind of thought about against it. This kind of hurt me because I used Tesla for the earlier part, and now I didn't have it. I mean, I could have played right now, but it's like I'll just save Elixir. That's also the other thing too, is I really dislike leaking Elixir, because with my traditional lineup, I usually have I'm on a timer, so I'll start at 8 or I'll start at 9. But here it's like I'm having to hold and leak Elixir for the ideal positions. So that's the type of stuff that I'm learning that I want to share with you all in terms of guides. And I've seen some of the guides. Like I said, I've watched some of the guides and I've read. I should not have done that. I'm surprised that Tesla didn't go down like earlier. But here watching this, I'm starting to get the hang of when to use xbow, when not to, when to wait. I felt like that was the right time. And the other thing too, I'm gonna get BM so hard this month. Like I know I rarely get. The only people who BM are like just notorious BMers, but even kind of like the most kind people are going to BM this month. I know for sure. So, but that I'm not worried about that. So, I played this back here because I wasn't sure whether they were going to bring Mega Knight right now. They didn't even have it in the cycle. So I probably brought archers on the left. No, I went with towers. Okay, that was huge. And I hope I had log to get rid of. Yeah, I did. Okay. All right. So I hope that, at the end of this season, however far I am from 6,000 or whatever the case is, I'm going to be creating a guide on how to use it. And it's not going to be just one video. That I thought about it, and a lot of people do one video tutorials, but I would like it to be really breaking down all of the different parts of xbow, the cards that we have, the different matchups, why some players. I mean, I'm going to be going into top level players and breaking down their games and understand why they play in certain situations and why, and kind of guessing along with them. Breaking down as much as possible so that if you are wanting to use xbow, you'll have as good of a guide out there that you can use to take it and just run with it yourself. That's my goal. At the end of this, and then when I build the guide. So, wow, I cannot believe I did that. And that log didn't get rid of them. Oh, they missed the zap. Oh, did they zap the tower? I think if they had hit those archers, well, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if they hit those archers. I think they would have won because it would have been a clear runway, but I guess not. So, anyways, I'm gonna end the video here. Like I said, there's 3 reasons why I'm doing this. I've done it before, and I wanted to try again. I feel like there's still more to learn about the game, and I want to break free from using the traditional lineup. Just for this, at least for this season. I might be doing it for let's say next season if I don't lose my mind, because all these games have been nuts. You've seen it. All these games have been nuts. If I don't lose my mind, I might try this with a different lineup. I'm already thinking okay, maybe P.E.K.K.A. Ram or 2.6 Hog, which I've seen a lot of 2.6 Hog. I don't think it's just because I'm at 5,000 trophies right now. I think it's just with all of the changes, I think 2.6 hog is just kind of like the safe bet for everybody right now. So I'm thinking about trying that and seeing what I can do for a season there. So I'm already thinking about, I'm thinking ahead of like, okay, what can I do? What can I try for a season? So that was number 2. I feel like there's more to learn about the game. And then number 3, I want to create a guide on how to use 2.9 Expo, and we're going to make it as comprehensive as possible. So, all right, I'm going to end the video right here. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to hit the like button. Be sure to hit the subscribe. I know this is not in on the days that I normally put out the videos, but I wanted to put it out there now so that you can understand why is there so much Expo why is there so much Expo videos of mine that are not tournament videos. So that's the reason why. So all right, I'm gonna head out. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.